Alright, let's get the stream going. First things first, let's see if my chat is online. Alright, that should do it. So, I am on my good side account, on my Isildur. By the way, he finally is at respect level 10. I made sure to get his unique. I also managed to 1-star refine it. The next refinement is around like 30 days away, but with all the PBE changes that are on the way, I'm not sure what will happen in the future. Like it's really serious what is about to happen. If the changes go through like they are presented at the moment in the PBE server, I don't think I will continue creating content for Rise to War. It's a big scale scam that is being launched against us. They try to hide it as an update and they just say it's a 2.0 update, but that is far from the truth. In truth, it's not an update, it's a re-release of the game. So much investment has been gone into this game, and many things will be in vain as soon as the PvE changes takes effect. Like the gear we were farming with certain special effects, you know, maybe you are someone who was hunting a gigantic hammer with frenzy for the longest time. And yeah, that effect will be gone. And that effect worked hand in hand with a few abilities such as Hunt Down. Guess what? Hunt Down will be gone too. So this is what I call the scam. You can't just remove the things which people were farming for many months and years, since that was the core element of the game. They are removing the core element of the game. I am strongly against the PvE changes. Like the only change I am kinda at least willing to try out on live servers is the energy pool system, because that way, of course, it will take away your freedom of choice in regards to how long you want to play, but at least it's also giving you an easier time to keep up with the game. It's not forcing you to play all day long. Alright, time to fight. Season 12 on my good side account. This is the map. Lothlorien needs to retake Upper Anduin Vale. Erebor has invaded us, and that's where we stand right now. Week 2 PvP has now officially started. Up until now we just leveled, but now it's time to fight back. Alright, the first point of interest should be to the south. I need to help my teammates. So that's a crucial point. First, I need to make sure that I can land. Where shall we land? Shall we land over here? But that's 8 minutes away. I don't think we can make it. Yeah. Maroons, very active. Awesome. I see lots of familiar faces. I'm gonna try and land over here. You know, it's the safest spot right now. And my paffer. Can also bring my paffer over here. And meanwhile, conscript units. Let's not forget about that. Dunes. And their T2 brothers. And of course the tanky front line. Alright, my team is going. Now let's also check out Legolas with. He's my gathering guy right now. Let's get some of that juicy grain. Now, I've witnessed that we have a few new things popping up here to the right. Metham House Special. Okay. What is this all about? Gosh, Bilbo, you haven't aged well. Recently, while I was cleaning the Metham House, I stumbled upon this tasty recipe collection containing many dishes I've yet to try. Oh, we are getting yet again a cooking event. What about the gardening event? You know, that one that was actually fun? Instead we get cooking. Well, quirky cuisine should be fine. Tell me, what type of cuisine do you like? I'm fond of lamb. Honey glazed lamb. Reconsider? Oh no. Oh yeah, baby. Spicy lamb chops, tender lamb chops that are a main ingredient coated with chili powder and various spices. Marinated premium lamb after roasting its surface bears a golden hue and emits the rich aroma of honey. Ooh. Delicious mixed rib made from lamb skewers, lamb chops. It has onions. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. It has onions. Confirm. And this dish seems to be from Rohan. Okay. Since you like lamb, I'll give you this recipe book. Blah, blah, blah. Continue. Thank you. Man, I really wish we had received the gardening event instead of this. Why do we always get, like, repetitive cooking events instead of the gardening event? Why did we never repeat the gardening event? Okay. Fresh lamp. I do have the regions for it. Let's start the cooking, I would say. Great team, find a match. What? You can now do this in a tandem? Confirm. Let's start cooking. Okay, wait. Trying to figure out your strategy. Hurry up. Okay. Do this. Do this. Man. How does this even work? How does this even work? Okay. Did that do it? They have to repeatedly do this movement? Go, 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 go. Click, 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 click. In with you. Alright, somehow he cooked it perfectly, and I have no idea how. Man. Am I the only one who isn't entertained by these cooking events whatsoever? I mean, it feels like a chore. Seriously. I already have the game. The game is called Rise to War. And this is just distracting me from the war. Come on, let's go back to the war. 3 minutes before my Aragorn lands. Aragorn. I mean, Isildur is his grandpa? His grand-grandpa? In what relation does Isildur stand to Aragorn? Like, how far apart? Is it his grandpa from 10 generations ago? I must admit that I've never read the Lord of the Rings books. I just watched the Peter Jackson movies and also The Hobbit, and that's it. Alright, let's check this out. Gold. We have some coordinates. Let's move my Gandalf. And I see Gil-galad could actually go for some sweeping. Fortunately, I don't have enough units left, so I'm making do with the leftover troops I have here to sweep. Okay, PvP soon will start. They have this fort, we need to destroy that fort, and for that to happen, I need siege at the front. Come on, my siege. Gimli, he will be my siege dude now. We have enough range. Let's first upgrade that building, I need it immediately. Now, Gimli, join the front. Okay, Silo soon ready. I think I'm gonna first land here. Oh, but oh, there's many people defending. Okay. Let's see if people are ready for this. All right. Let's send my pather. But wait a second, that may not be enough. No. It's an enemy tile. It doesn't have enough siege to conquer it, so let's go with this. Faramir doesn't have enough conquerors haki. That's it. You know, like One Piece. Alright, Gil. Got it. We can now loot. What is this? Fragments, okay. That is new. Collect more fragments to complete the story. Okay, and you get these by sweeping or what? Alright. So it seems that there is a strong Thorin within this tile, but that's totally fine. I have a few builds I'm trying out with the unique of Isildur. I want to make sure that I get a lot of plus HP benefit for Rangers and Dunedains. So I have a lot of these units in my army. And I want to see, like, I've witnessed that this build with Enfeeble actually does a lot of work. For that to work, you need the Hysteria helmet to boost Enfeeble. Is that enough of a sacrifice? Or is the Cask of Pride with melee suppression maybe better? So that's what I'm trying to find out right now. Okay, the enemy is they enforce this position. It would be nice if we can have many people quickly here. 4 minutes. In this, and you have met the... What is this? Can gain soldier death minus 50 after this unit battles. You know what? That's actually... It would be nice for my Gilgalad. He is sweeping right now. And losing quite a few troops. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do the following. Let's give all of these units to Gandalf the Grey since he has full stamina. Alright, that's the point. He has full stamina. Now I'm gonna move him over to that buff. And after white, don't take that buff. It's time for Gan of the Grey. Let's call this boy back. Yep. Call Gan of the White back. Alright, I got these scrolls. How many are left? 3 more. For the time being, let's see. Can I level up my Isildur with those scrolls? Yeah, perfect. 1 more level. Let's give it to Coalition. And Gimli, yeah, he's my sieging commander right now. Warhammer, Dwarven Training, and Drums of Moria with Siege of Dwarves. Gear-wise, my Isildur right now is equipping the Carved Dragon Tooth with Blitz. Unfortunately, we didn't get the Tactical Mark one. Like, that's the one I would like to have. And you don't even need to refine that one. If I need Tactical Mark, I can just quickly switch over to this Night Star to snipe maybe some Gilgalads that are hiding over here. Two minutes. Okay. So, cooking recipe. Dark Spinosaurus, you thought that it was day 2 on my server? No, it's not day 2. Like, this is week 2, not day 2. Let's keep an eye on this. I don't want to get bounced. We have mail. All right. Oh, hello Abdi. Welcome to the channel, mate. All right, what is hiding here? What was the startup on one of your last streams then? Which are you referring to? Can you give me the link to the video you're referring to? You mean the video with the King of the Dead, the Retaliate build one? Just give me a link of the video. Actually, maybe I know what you're referring to. So there was this PBE shit going on, and that got my... oh, wait a second, what's happening here? So we made this Isildur Retreat. Cask of Pride, melee suppression, aye. Tactical Mark, oh, he got the good one. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to. He's running the Madness build, okay. Man, am I glad that we didn't finish his army. Or it would have hurt even more. But we also need to make sure to share the report. Teammates may be interested in analyzing it. was a live stream that was PvE. Just send me the video so I know what you're referring to. Right now, I have no idea which video is on your mind. But yeah, the PvE changes caught so much of my attention that I just couldn't release the video I usually intended to release on that week, which made me delay that one video and first take care of the fresh PvE changes. That was it was more urgent to tackle the PvE stuff. And that, of course, caused my older video to be released later, which then again makes you think that we have some time skips or something similar. I have 2 accounts, Mohammed. 2 accounts. One good side account, one evil side account. On my evil side account, just as you mentioned, I am playing with Nuts right now. I was playing with FTPW before, but then a fusion happened. FTPW merged with Nuts. And that's where I am right now. Get some reinforcement. Ooh, running low on these units. I want to thank you for your informative videos about the commanders. I found them very useful, how to build them. I appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words, Shero. Unfortunately, once the PvE changes are live, my content will be of no good to you guys anymore, because that's how much they are going to change the game. That is what's infuriating me. It's no longer... I'll give you a metaphor, alright? Before, we were playing chess, but after the PvE update, we are playing Monopoly. They are replacing the game we used to know. They pretend to just make an update while hiding the update behind a re-release. And that is what's infuriating me. That is a scam, man. I have to call it out. That is a scam. NetEase is trying to take away all of our heavy investment. And I may even get banned for this, you know, just because I'm saying what I'm thinking out loud. I may get banned. It may be just a question of time before I will be removed from their official Discord server. But I will not go down without a fight. I will at least try to tell them why I think that what they are doing is wrong, how it is wrong, and how we may find some common ground to have everybody benefit in the future, instead of just making a new game. Like, we have a few possible solutions to this problem. World of Warcraft has already done it. They have a retail version of the game and also a classic version of the game. NetEase could do the same with us. Give us a classic version, continue with the game as it is. But I fear once they split the community in two, like the classic and retail community, it is most likely that they won't push new content for the classic version of the game. So that is my biggest fear if that happens. The other solution would be if NetEase just stops with the PvE stuff. That was never demanded what they have done over here. They have created a new game. And I see only these two solutions right now. First solution, create a classic and a retail version. Make sure to make regular new content for both versions of the game. Do not neglect the classic version. That too is a scam. Second possibility of fixing this problem, do not proceed with the PvE changes. Thank you, Eyelash. Really appreciate your support. That's appreciated. Thank you for your coverage. You are just expressing of most players feel. PBE is a scam indeed. It is a scam. We have to call it out. Oh, I am being targeted right now. We can't have that happening. And I'm still fighting against the PBE changes. I will release something in my announcement channel, and let's see how far we can take it from there. We have already released a few things on my announcement channel on Discord, but yeah, we still have... There's so many more possibilities of fighting that PBE stuff. So who is targeting me? It's Pippin. Okay, Abdi, long story short, all the special effects and the gear we know right now will be gone. They replace it with something less, like a lesser version of the weapons and special effects we have right now. They also change a lot of the commander skills to an extent where you can't recognize it anymore. Let me give you an example. All the Dwarven commanders who had Hunt down in the past, like Dwalin, who were extremely strong with the special effect Frenzy, are all of a sudden no longer strong because Hunt down is gone, just like Frenzy. So the combo of these two effects are no longer available. What the hell is going on? It took you months to understand how skills and items and special effects synergize with each other, just to have it taken away from you. You can't just create a world like, hey, that element over there is water, and that element over there is fire. And all of a sudden they remove those elements with, alright, instead of fire, we will give you wood. Now figure out what to do with wood. No. No. That's not how you do it. Leave fire and water there. Feel free to add wood, but not at the expense of making fire and water obsolete. Oh man, there are so many more possibilities of describing the scam we are experiencing right now. What else do we have? We have a new energy pool. Instead of ability points and stamina for your commanders, they just fusion those two things together under one big energy pool. Imagine it like this. You have, let's say, 300 energy, and let's say one action takes 20 energy of that pool. It could be moving with a commander once takes away 20 energy. It could be gathering resources. Gathering once takes 20 energy. So they summarized actions into the energy pool. And that is the one change I am kinda willing to experiment with, alright? That actually could be okay. It needs to be tested, and then we can see if it is good or not. Right now, this game is demanding a lot of my attention. You need to be very active to not fall behind in the PvP niche. And that is extremely exhausting in the game. I'm talking from myself. I am playing this game non-stop. It is it seriously is exhausting. And if you play 2 accounts, you are getting close to a burnout. So that is the good thing about the energy pool system. But what about people who would like to spend more time into this game? All of a sudden they can't do it because the energy pool system is restricting them to, what was it? Like around 9 moves or so with one commander until your energy is depleted if you waste it in one go. In the old system, if you made your 9 moves, you still had other commanders with stamina to continue playing, if you had the free time to do so. Alright, let's hit this. So energy pool system is a third change. The fourth change is the formation system. The formation system is just removing your army constellation. You know, right now I have one commander, and that one commander can lead up to 3 units. With the formation system, one commander can only lead 1 unit, and you can have up to 4 commanders within a cohort. That means you have one cohort consisting of up to 4 commanders, who then again, each of these commanders can have 1 unit in their army. It's extremely bad designed, and I'm gonna explain you why I think it is bad. So you have 4 commanders in your army, right? In your cohort. Shall I name it Legion? Like the Roman Empire? Okay, you have 1 legion, and in that 1 legion you can have various cohorts, up to 4 cohorts, each cohort being led by 1 commander. One of those commanders will be your main legion leading commander, alright? And I'm not sure who is supposed to hit what. Let's assume, alright? You have 1 legion on your side attacking the legion of the enemy army. Who is attacking who? That is my problem. Are the main commanders of a legion always hitting the main commander of the enemy legion? Like, let's say this is my Isildur attacking Sunint. Will they always clash against each other since they are the main legion leading commanders? What about the other commanders in the legion, like the cohort leading commanders? Let's say as your second commander you have Gil-galad. Will Gil-galad automatically hit the second cohort commander in the enemy legion? It's a mess. It's removing a lot of control of who attacks what. At Spinosaurus, I actually have some content covering that stuff. Like, you can see the PvE changes in 2 of my videos. I think the first video is the one with the Sauron thumbnail, where I say Rise to War got worse. So that's where you can see it. Just check my videos out with the one with the Rise to War login screen Sauron. And yeah, I am adamant in my opinion when I say this is scam. In Germany, when a company or someone tries to scam you like this, we have a word for it. So in German it's called arglistige Täuschung. In English you probably say malicious deception to it. Malicious deception. Here in Germany, that is a crime. You can get punished for it. Alright, we have LOTR joining the fray. Awesome. I'm no longer alone here. "30 seconds. And oh yeah, bro, LOTR, good job, mate. He is trying to make him bounce. Will it happen? Can I take this tile? It's all coming down to, can I take this tile? Oh, I couldn't take the tile. It's a big Dwalin daddy defending it. Alright, let's see. probably a Frenzied Wallen, right? It's not even a Frenzied Wallen. Wow. Melee suppression. Damage received. We took a bigger hit, I guess, but he wasted his Oathbreakers. At times like these, I wish I had equipped my Cask of Pride with melee suppression as well. Manuel, that's actually not the truth. So Manuel is asking, isn't the formation thing just redone Rise Up campaign? No. There is a big difference. In what was it, Rangers Rise, that campaign, you had one main commander, and that one main commander was supported by some title skills of the sub-commander, and that's it. Nothing more to it. You didn't have like a completely different army composition system. You still had one main commander who benefited by some titles of the secondary commander, but you still had the same army concept. You could have 1 up to 3 units within that army. It's quite different. Maybe I should. If PB is still going on, let me show you what I mean. But I don't want to have my Pfeffer getting sniped. I will show it to you once my PvP is done. I will jump over to the PvE stuff and talk about it. The more gold, the better for us. My apothecary getting full. Yeah, I need all of these guys on the battlefield. Let's make sure my Faramir isn't dying. Is he strong enough for that one? Yeah. FTPW still exists, Abdi. Yep, that's true. And oh yeah, hey guys. If you don't know the Discord channel Ungoliant Tower, that channel is an extremely good channel which pushes good old Rise to War content. And my buddy Shilky is also on that server, and they also defend our cause. Like, they put even more effort than me into defending the old version of Rise to War. And what they may be lacking in video production, they make up for with quality background stuff. I will show you what's going on there, because Empress Jazala, I hope I pronounced the name right. By the way, Jazala, thank you for your effort of defending our good old game. I will be reading out how you have been fighting the PvE stuff lately. I completely support your stuff. You are on the right track, and the more people can see your Discord channel, your content, the more likely we are to have our voices heard, considering the RTVW decision makers. You know what? I will go over to your Discord channel. Just let me take this tile quickly. Let's see. Where was it? So, Ungoliant Tower. I really like these guys. Empress Jazala. Amazing effort in preserving our pre-PBE stuff. Hello everyone, I know it's been tough lately and I too am not immune to the disappointment and frustration. I almost sent out a fiery rally speech as soon as they made the announcement. So he's referring to the PBE stuff. Nobody likes that stuff. But to move forward with resolve and unity, we need to be grounded, our emotions steady. So I apologize for addressing it at this late hour, but we have work to do. I've already posted this message in the Fearless Pioneers server. We'll probably get banned for that. And this is a typical thing. As soon as you are of another opinion in regards to the decisions makers, they just make you silent. They ban you from their Discord channel. It already happened to Second Breakfast Club. He was always speaking out his mind, and for that he was banned. And now, maybe Jazala will be banned next. Anyway, this message is intended not only for anyone who holds Tolkien's work near and dear to their hearts, but to every single victim of the scam NetEase is attempting to get away with. And that's really it. It's a scam. You have to call it out. It's a scam. And they are trying to get away. We can't let that happen. At least we can't let it happen without a fight. We need to fight. Even to those that put so much as $1 into this game. Yeah, it's our real money that is at stake. And our emotions and the energy and time invested into the game. Yesterday was a confirmation of NetEase's injustice. Our beloved game will undergo changes that are unwarranted and strip away the very essence that made it a haven for many of us. I will continue reading this, just let's make sure my Faramir isn't getting sniped. Alright, he's still in the game. Let's go and hit it again. 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, 5 minutes for the hit to land. I'm gonna go back and forth between the Discord text and the in-game stuff. I believe it is time we rally united in our cause to safeguard the heart and spirit of our game. So I ask each one of you, the dedicated content creators who breathe life into this community. Jazala, I fully support you. Me as a content creator, this is what I share with the community. Spread the word. Do whatever Jazala is suggesting in the points below. I will be reading it out loud too. To leverage your influence and reach out to your followers. Do exactly this, followers. It's time we use our platforms to vocalize our discontent and to spread the word far and wide. Alright, my community, all of these points are legit. I fully support what Jazala is saying here. First of all, we need to send a clear, unequivocal message to the developers that we, the people, have the final say. I call upon you all to abstain from making any further in-game purchases. It's very important, guys. Do not spend any more money into the game. Like, I've stopped spending money into this game as soon as my new season started. As soon as I knew from the PBE changes, I stopped spending. I spent nothing, not even $1. That is the most effective way of sending a message. All they are interested in is your money. They want nothing but your money. If you stop giving your money, that's how you make them listen. That's the first step. It happened in World of Warcraft. They were so arrogant when they were used to the money flow just coming in with the regular purchases, but once people really stopped paying, all of a sudden, all the changes that were demanded in the past, all of a sudden the game desk started listening and implement those changes. The game started to become good. That's what happened in World of Warcraft. That's how Dragonflight, the expansion Dragonflight, was created, and everybody started to enjoy the game once more. We can have that here too, but you need to stop giving them your money. Oh, Faramir is being targeted. I knew you would use that time. Yeah. Very dangerous to have speeches amidst war. I'm fighting for your rights, people. Why do you attack me while I'm being AFK? Dark Spinosaurus says, Blizzard's CEO couldn't afford rent on his yacht. That's totally true. That Bobby Kotick destroyed the game for a long time. World of Warcraft was destroyed because of poor decision making of the higher ups, like Bobby Kotick. I will continue to read Jazala's message once my hit is over. I just want to make sure that I land. Alright, but we need more people. More people. Where is more band people? Please join our effort here. Oh, alright, alright. I should have read the chat, but I try not to read the chat since it's giving away our plans. So that is the reason why I haven't targeted this ranger. Rogue Ranger. So that's the reason why I haven't attacked this guy. I always try to not show the chat, which of course means that I myself can read the chat. Another Dwalin. Daddy Dwalin? Daddy Gilgalad? Okay. I have to retreat. What has happened? Alright. We wailed against the mono stack. Luckily, we have Enfeeble. Enfeeble is boosting the damage by 40%. So, actually, it's a debuff, right? It's a debuff, making the enemy unit receive 40% more damage from everything. I think it was everything. Enfeeble? Against enemies subject to madness, damage received. So, all sources of damage is increased by 40%, be it commander damage or unit damage. His whole army suffers from that debuff as soon as our Hysteria lands. And then we also have follow-up damage, you know, because of Dunedain, king of all the Dunedains. So this is actually cool. I like that. Then we also followed up on Gilgalad. Wait a second. My teammates probably want to see these reports. Let's share and then analyze. Isildur go back. And I'm still conscripting keepers in the background. Once I have enough keepers, I will unleash them. Alright, we are running low on units. This would probably be my last attack. Let's remove Faramir from the front. He no longer has a place there. And time to bring another Pather to the front line. Who shall be my next pather? Elrond? Daddy, good old Daddy Elrond. Okay. All right. Where was I? Let's first see what messages you guys have written. So Abdi says, I wanted to invest some money into getting Isildur and Sunint, but after this mockery, I won't spend anything. Right! That is the side effect of big changes like that. I am with you. Blizzard was looking for worse in that situation. Yeah. So, I think it is time to jump back to Jazala's extremely nice message to fight the new changes. So first of all, stop spending money into Rise to War. That is the most effective way of making our voices heard and also heard the decision makers. Our unity in this will send a message more powerful than any individual complaint. Totally true. Second, and to those who feel they've been wronged, you have every right to ask for a full refund. We will not settle for vouchers, worn-outs, or a diminished gaming experience. Totally true. I love what Jazala is doing here. Third, is synchronized effort in leaving negative reviews on the App Store will not only get their attention. Ooh, look at this. I wasn't even considering this. Guys, do this. I will do this too. Go to the App Store and leave a bad review. Give them the most negative rating you can give them. But it will provide visibility to our cause, potentially reaching millions and urging them to join our fight. I will do this once my stream is over. I love it. Fourth, we are in an era where social media is mightier than the sword. A trending hashtag can catalyze a movement. Let's utilize platforms like YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to make our voices heard. Hashtag stop NetEase. True story, bro. A petition is not just a piece of paper or an online form. It's a manifestation of our collective voice, our collective power. I believe that a well-articulated petition posted on a popular platform like change.org can echo our concerns and make a resounding impact. That too is true. Abdi, you want to see this? I can... Well, you can just copy-paste this and share it wherever you want. If you want, I can give you a link to this message. Here you go. And that link will lead you to this exact text. Let me check if our Isildur is ready once more. Alright, 1 minute before we can march once more. Meanwhile, continue reading this text. I love it. Revolution is in the air. And then the fifth point. A petition is not just a piece of paper or an online form. It's a manifestation. Okay. We have already covered that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sixth point. This is where we are. Additionally, reaching out to the press can amplify our concerns to a broader audience, bringing our struggle into the spotlight. It is, but it will also take us a lot more effort to do so. And that's the question, like, who has the time and energy to put the effort in? Like, whoever pushes this, I'm ready to support that guy, but that's also the problem. Who has the time and energy to initiate the first step? Like, I will support it if someone makes the first step. And I think that is the problem. Many people think think like me in this. Next one. Lastly, while we treat this path for those who wish to take part, especially all the YouTubers, Jazala, I'm making your messages heard. Let us also equip ourselves with knowledge and information to understand the potential for a class action lawsuit. I hope you realize what NetEase has done to you. As you stand to lose the most out of all of us, you're not just owed what was put into the game, but every dime you would have made in residual income for years to come from the vast array of Lord of the Rings videos you've made in the last year and a half has been rendered obsolete and will never be watched again. That's what I've been talking about. Me as a content creator, right? All of the Commander guides I have created up until now was rewatchable. People could still get some value out of it, even watched after months or years after it was released. But now the game has been altered to such an extent where my Commander guides are of no use anymore. Because you don't have Hunt Down, like skills like Hunt Down, Frenzy, all is gone. My so-called evergreen content is no longer evergreen. That too is just a proof of how much of a re-release this game is instead of just an update. It's a re-release, it's a different game. And that is bugging me the most. They try to cover it as an update. It's not an update. It's a whole different game. And we should get 100% refund on that. It's not just about seeking justice, but about setting a precedent that the gaming community is not to be underestimated. We are more than consumers, we are guardians of Middle-earth and the legacy that was gifted to us by J.R.R. Tolkien. As we stand on the cusp of this movement, remember you are not alone. Whether anyone has ever had a disagreement with a fellowship member... Oh, wait a second. My Isildur, what has happened to him? Is he dead? Oh no, he's okay, he's ready. He's ready. Sorry for that, I just wanted to make sure he isn't getting sniped. My spidey senses alarmed me. Again, as we stand on the cusp of this movement, remember you are not alone. Whether anyone has ever had a disagreement with a fellowship member, none of that matters now. We are a community bound by our love for the Lord of the Rings, and together we can move mountains. With resilience and unity, Empress Jazala. I love this guy. Like, he is truly fighting for our cause. He's putting so much effort in it, and guys, I have shared this link. If you want to find this and support it, like, push everything you can to support this. This guy deserves it. Share it in your Discord channel. Make our messages heard, and if you have time and energy, please take care of the points Jazala mentioned over here. All of this will increase our chances to preserve the game in its current state. I too will do it. Like, I'll make sure once the stream is over, I will tackle all of these points one after the other. So, that's one big message. And after my Isildur is done with his hit, I will read Jazala's most recent message. And I think All Things Middle-earth, Adme, also had an interview with the game devs, but unfortunately it wasn't about having a back and forth conversation about, hey, what do you think is going wrong with the PBE changes, what should we do? Instead, it was more of a one-sided interview. Basically, Adme was just asked questions and he didn't get a chance to ask back. Like, hey guys, are you serious with the PBE changes? When will they be live? What will be live? What will you adapt? he didn't get a chance to ask all of these questions. So that wasn't really an interview, it was just an opportunity for the game devs to collect data. That way they can ensure to have a softer landing with the PvE changes once they go live. So I don't think that the game devs are trying to find out how to preserve the old system. They are trying to find out how they can make us swallow the new PvE stuff with as less resistance as possible. I think that's what they are aiming right now. They are trying to find the least way of resistance to accept the new changes. But no. Screw the new changes. We don't want that to happen. The changes are scamming us. The only change I am maybe willing to accept is the energy pool system. That is the only change. And we can try it out, you know, have it on a trial period, have people try it out for a couple of days, weeks, and then have a poll. Let people decide if they want to continue with the energy system or not. Usually you do that in a beta test. Usually you do that on a PvE server before you just accept it. But the game devs, their version of a PvE server is pretty much the new game we will be receiving. Usually, when you test something on a PvE server, 90% or so isn't accepted. It's just a testing ground. But here, they say, yeah, we have tested that stuff and we think we will release almost all of it. Man, it's infuriating. Updi, you don't have access to the test. Maybe you need to be accepted by the server. Have you read through the rules and terms to join the server? Is that even possible? Alright, Thorin. We have taken care of, what was it? Was this a wailed out Thorin? Hammer of Moria, massive breastplate. He is running the troop boosting build, was it? It's a hybrid. He's relying on commander damage as well as troop damage. Hybrid build Thorin. Let's give this to our fellowship. Do we have enough resources? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, it shows you that you don't have access. Okay. Maybe you first need to join the server. I will leave you a link to his server. Wait a second. Where do I have it? Mongolian Tower. Invite people. Okay. Abdi, can you click on this link? Will this give you a chance to join the server? So, Andre B says, I mean, they can still do these changes if they want. They should make it an optional decision to players. Because as a free-to-play player that has like very little gear commander respect, this change doesn't bother me. Yeah, whoever's just starting the game or is free-to-play. Man, even free-to-play players are still feeling the impact of these changes. Imagine you are a free-to-play player. You just started the game, and you as a free-to-play player were lucky enough to get a free gigantic hammer with frenzy effect pull. Man, would I be pissed if then the PvE changes would go live. Because That was a very lucky coincidence that you received that weapon, just to have it taken away from you with the new stuff. No, even free-to-play players can be affected by the changes. If you had luck, let's say special effects like tactical mark, tactical maneuvers, just as I mentioned, frenzy. If you were lucky enough to get it as a free-to-play player, I would be double as pissed if that was taken away with the PvE changes. Because it's already very hard to get gear, good gear, as a free-to-play player. And then PvE just comes in and takes it away from you. It just says into your face, sucks to be you. That luck was for nothing, because here you have the new stuff. No, I do not support that. Alright, more people are joining in. Lovely. Okay, I have 2 more hits with my Isildur. Let's also get my sieging guy closer. We are slowly ready for some hits. I will gather my sieger can go over here. Yo, Ombra, what's up, buddy? I'm still living the fury of the PvE changes. PvP, it's going quite nice. I just wish we had more band members join the fray. We are suffering a bit from inactivity, it seems. We need to have more organized attacks on same time. But yeah, if you want to see some battle reports, for example this, my Isildur just received his unique. I got this unique yesterday. I made it to respect level 10 finally. And yeah, I'm testing it with the half dragon tooth. Unfortunately, it's not tactical mark, but whatever. We have to make do with what we have, right? We are fighting against Thorin. He is running his hybrid build, commander damage as well as troop damage. Yeah. And also some hits over here. It was like same gear, same build. Against Dwalin. It's not a frenzy Dwalin. And then we immediately attacked Gil-galad right after. Oh, Bajiru once more joined the chat. Alright, Bajiru says, Subarashi Ishirdo wa. Oh, thanks. Subarashi desu ne. Bajiru, これを一緒に攻撃しましょうか。私は一人で何もできないんだ。They are fighting back. Okay, let's go. Come on, band. Come on, band. You read his name. Let me just write it. Bajiru. Bajiru. I speak 4 languages, Abdi. It's, well, German, English, Turkish, Japanese. Go, Isildur, fulfill your destiny! Who is it? Is it a frenzied Dwalin? Is it a frenzied Dwalin? Ah, we are dead. But we took out Dwalin. Okay. So, frenzy or not? It's not. It's a flay. Okay. We killed one. But then, we got the second hit and Juanmir got the better of us. He finished us. Anduril versus Narziel. Golden skin. Oh baby. That is a good T3 Aragon. I love this guy. Oh yeah, everything looks good. I assume he is looking for the right special effect. He probably is still waiting for Gift of Nature to drop. But one can just be that lucky. Hard to get. So, okay, Ombra is asking 4 languages. At what level do I speak those languages? So German is my native language. English, well, you are hearing my English right now. I would assume it is on at least B2 level, maybe C1 level. And then Turkish. My Turkish is, I guess, somewhere around B2 and B1, maybe something between. Japanese, well, my Japanese was, once I finished my studies, I was at B2 level or even C1. But since I haven't spoken after I graduated Japanese, I think I have dropped to B1 level. It's been a long time since I have spoken Japanese on a regular basis. You know, but I can still do the daily talk, like greetings. Or how about this? You guys tell me some daily sentences and I'll try to translate that sentence into Japanese just to check how my Japanese can still hold up. Like good morning, you know, like Ohayo gozaimasu, or I'm hungry, let's go eat something. Onaka ga sukimashita, nanika tabe ni ikimashou ka, something like that. You name it. Damn, they killed my boy Isildur. Hotoku wa maru de kaze no naka de hana no youna mono desu. I think that was wrong. I think I translated it the wrong way, but I gave it my best shot, and I think maybe Japanese people will get the gist of it. Alright, so Abdi is saying something that's actually very easy. Wollen wir spazieren gehen? That means, shall we go for a walk? And you would be saying, Sanpo shimashou ka? It's as easy as that. Sanpo shimashou ka? Okay, what do I need to do? Isildur is out of stamina. That leaves me to... I can only do some sweeping. Yeah, it looks like it. Sweeping it is, with no units. I have no units to sweep. No. But where are my keepers? I thought I had keepers. Are they with Gandalf the White? Oh, Gandalf the Grey? Ah, okay, I do have enough units. Cool. First of all, Gandalf the Grey wanted to get the buff. Let's get the buff from the roving trainer. And then we also need resources. Come on, Legolas. Server versus Lindon Erebor. Alright, let me show you something. So this is the situation. Lindon, Arnor, Loth, Rohan, Gondor. I think we have formed an alliance against Erebor. Erebor right now is fighting alone. They don't have a partner. I'm not sure about Rune, I'm not sure about Mordor and Variax as well. I just know that everyone is scared of Erebor right now. Nihongo 難しいのに読み上げるのすごいです。お、そうなんですか。ありがとうございます。優しい言葉だな。Okay. One more hit with Isildur in 3 minutes, but before I do that, I want to actually sweep with my Gandalf the Grey, or else his stamina is wasted. So that's what I would like to do. That one hit I have left, I want to spread evenly among Gil-galad and Gandalf the Grey to get rid of the stamina, instead of having it depot and wasted for, yeah, basically nothing. First Gandalf the Grey. Yeah, guys, meanwhile, we still have the amazing text of Jazala left. I wanted to read it out loud. It's some quality stuff Jazala has prepared for us. How long took you until you learned Japanese very well? Well, I have studied Japanese. I mean, I was going to university just to learn it. I have studied Asian science, Asia's economy, as well as Asia's society along with Japanese. It took me around 3 years to be confident in speaking Japanese. I think 3 years. And that was enough. Having a bachelor's degree in Japanese was like, once I finished my bachelor in Japanese, I was much better in speaking Japanese fluently than I am right now. Because once I studied once I tackled my master's degree in Asian science, that's where we stopped learning Japanese. So up until now, starting with my master's degrees time, I stopped talking Japanese, and I think 7 years have passed since I've started my master's degree. And that's when my Japanese slowly started degrading. So if you want to learn Japanese the efficient way, I would recommend just finish your bachelor's degree on Japanese, and that's more than enough to speak it fluently. But if I could rewind time and decide once more what to study, would I go for Japanese again? I think no. I think I wouldn't study at all. Instead, I would learn something craftsmanship-like, because right now here in Germany, craftsmanship is a rarity. Let's assume you want to... Gosh, what was the English word for sanieren? Let me just look it quickly up. So every now and then there are some words I'm not familiar with. Sanieren, what does it mean in English? Refurbish. Renovate. If you have learned a handcraftsmanship and you are able to renovate or refurbish, that will actually earn you more money in Germany right now than than a master's degree in, let's say, philosophy or stuff outside, what was it called? Basically, in Germany, there aren't really a lot of fields left that are worth studying. I'm gonna mention stuff that is worth studying. First of all, Maschineningenieur. Maschineningenieur. That's machine engineering. That is worth studying. Then you have, of course, IT, always worth studying. That is the future. Cybersecurity, stuff like IT. Maybe even business studies, because that way you learn how to create your own business. Here in Germany, we call it BWL, business studies. But what else? Would I recommend studying medicine? Well, medicine will definitely earn you money, but medicine is demanding a lot of your time, energy, and attention, meaning that you won't have enough me time to spend it on you. You won't have enough free time to live your life. It will bring you money, but you really need to enjoy being a doctor, or else life doesn't make sense. Gosh, how did I drift? How did I drift to that part? But yeah, I wouldn't study Japanese again, because if you want to earn money, go for craftsmanship. Anything that is craftsmanship. Highly underestimated. End of the Grey. Let's take the buff and stop sweeping. Do we have some sweeping spots here? Not high enough. Too low level. Okay, these guys are worth to be swept. They are going this way, to the tunnels. Do they have our eagles? No, but they probably will take the eagles later. What I'm most scared of is Dwalin frenzy with eagles. I hope that doesn't happen any soon. They also made their way through the tunnels? No, but they are preparing to invade. Maybe I should mention this. Okay. Where was I? I wanted to read Jazala's text. Let's go. So, this is how we can fight back the PvE stuff. And this is what has most recently happened. Hello everyone. A few days ago, the development team swung by my digital doorstep, possibly handing us the joystick to save our beloved game. Damn, I loved this. So, in true Empress Jazala fashion, I brewed an unhealthy amount of coffee and put myself into this proposal, possibly turning it into a crux and achieving immortality. This could be the golden opportunity, the epic boss fight, our climatic scene where we get to save the game that has given us countless hours of joy. Camaraderie, gosh, this is so hard to pronounce. Camaraderie and epic victories. If this was a movie, we would be at the edge of your seat, nail-biting climax. So I present to you all this 20-page plea in hopes of saving the world, our world. I need you to dive into this proposal and feel its heartbeat. It's filled with all of our dreams, wishes, and a little magic to revive the world we cherish. Please give it a read and cast your vote. If you find yourself nodding along, whispering yes, 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 then hit that check mark below. If, however, it fails to ignite your spirit or you harbor reservations, click that no entry sign and share your thoughts in world chat. Remember, this is our last shot, our heroic Hail Mary to save our beloved game from the brink, and we don't have much time left. With the hope of a gamer who's down to their last health point, Empress Jazala. Damn, this guy is doing such an amazing role-playing tech stuff. Really into it. I love it. He is pouring all his heart into this, and I fully support it. So, let me also share this link. Support it, guys. Here you have it. Support it. First of all, you have to join Jazala's channel. So I'm also giving you that link into the channel. Here you go. Join the channel and then you can also see this text. Everything has been posted. Support it with all you have. And I will also take a look into this after the stream is over. We are fighting for our freedom. Level up, okay. Gold. What I do is I always like to sweep for the one unit that is giving me gold, because I need it for the unit updates and mercenary conscription. And I have done something to find out which is yielding the best reward. I have started to post whatever rewards we get on my Discord channel. Sweeping with tips, I call it. You have some units that give you grain, a lot of grain. Like, I've also marked which unit gives more or less grain. If it is marked with just one grain symbol, that is the least amount you can get, followed by the double amount of grain, and then the best amount of grain. Sentinels is giving you the best amount of grain. I have also done this with gold. What is giving you the best amount of gold for your bucket? Well, actually it's Reapers. Reapers are uncontested when it comes to giving gold, which is why I would always go for them first if you can find them. And then followed by War Chariots, but War Chariots are hard to kill. If you have the unit to kill them, go for it. They give you 15k gold. Swan Knights do two. And there's something interesting when it comes to Swan Knights. They have two tips they can drop. One is called Dol Amroth, the other one is called Perched Swan. And I don't know why they have done it in this unique way. Then Morgul Arbalest. I like to kill Morgul Arbalest. They die the fastest, meaning that you lose few troops. So in my case, I will be aiming to kill Morgul Arbalest right now. What about Guards of the Tower? Interesting. They too are. Are they giving more experience? No, Morgul Arbalest give more experience. Dunedains give more experience, but level 35, harder to beat. Okay. Do we have any Dunedains here? No. Adrian, I totally agree. Now you have to have 4 commanders with good gear and high respect level if you want to be effective with only one army / legion. Also imagine Siege 100 of Fort with this energy system. Oh my god, yeah. It's just garbage. What does that mean? It means that whales are going to keep their energy for PvP, and regular player must do the dirty work, cleaning up and stuff. Wow, Iju! Welcome, Iju. Iju just said something interesting. Siege is now OP. You can one-shot a fort with a march. Gosh. Man, I've given it an honest shot. I've tried the PvE stuff. And I'm telling you, it's no fun. Let me, if I have access to the PvE, I will log into it and show you what I hate. Looks like, okay, that should be it. It's been a while since I've logged into this. Yay, PvE, aren't we lucky? Let's go into the army. We are in PvE right now. So this is the Legion system I have mentioned. You have one Legion. A Legion can consist of 4 commanders, and each of these commanders can consist of only 1 unit. You've heard that right. And your commander also has HP. Once HP is depleted, you can't move. You need to heal the HP. HP can be healed over time, or if you regenerate it manually by clicking this button, and then it will devour some resources and you're up again. So I so detest this system. All right, next one, my next biggest complaint. So what are all the negative points we get from this? Let's summarize how much garbage this system is, okay? First point, you need 4 commanders to get maximum value out of this new system. Very free-to-play, unfriendly. That is the first point. Then, second point, all of these commanders need to be perfectly equipped. Gearing 4 commanders is extremely hard. Even harder for free-to-play players. Next point, the system in itself. How does this work when you PvP? Because I think that this system is taking away a lot of control. What do I mean? Let's go back into some battle reports. Okay, I need to have battle report. Let's just send my commander here, and then I will show you a report and what is annoying me about the report. So we have already listed 2 bad points about the formation system. Boom, we got our report. Let's see how many commanders are in that legion. All right. So, guys, so you have the leading commander of a legion. For my case, it's Isildur, and here is Gandalf the Grey. And then you have all the other commanders within the legion, right? Everyone is leading their own cohort. So my question is, who is attacking who? Is the fastest commander getting to attack first? I assume that is the case. I assume that whoever has the highest speed gets to attack first. All right, that question is out of the way. But who is he going to attack? Is your main leading commander always going to attack the main leading commander of the enemy first? Let's find that out. And what happens then? Let's assume Isildur has took his turn. Now, the next one in the list is Gil-galad. But will Gil-galad attack first, or still the commander who gets to attack first? The one with more speed, or the one who is next in the list? Alright, Iju says it depends on commander speed. Alright, Iju, thank you for letting me know. Now, let's assume Gil-galad is the one with the highest speed. Who does Gil-galad attack in the enemy army? Is he randomly selecting one of these commanders? Can someone please level with me for a second? This alone is mind-boggling. This alone is taking away control. And I don't like that we don't have control over who attacks who. This too was a game in itself. You had your solo Isildur with up to 3 units, like in the old system. You had one Isildur leading his army consisting of 1 up to 3 units. And you decided who to attack. You had full freedom of selecting who attacks. But now, by merging the other commanders into the Legion, you no longer have control who attacks who. Isn't this bad? Like, seriously, do you want your Gil-galad, who is a specialist in evading, attacking, let's say, he randomly attacks a commander who has pursuit, like Faramir? I wouldn't want my Gil-galad attack a Faramir, but you have no control if you send him in like this. He just randomly attacks Faramir. Oh my god, is this a bad system which takes away your control of fighting? And it doesn't make any sense, guys. Why would I want Gil-galad attack randomly a commander who is countering him by nature because he has pursuit? I don't want my destiny being left to some RNG shit. Listen to me. The old system, okay? You have 1 to 3 units in one army. That alone was RNG, right? Because you couldn't select, you couldn't control which of your units attacked which enemy army. That alone was RNG. And I was okay with that because it was just one element of RNG. Of course, you also have another element of RNG being your commander attacking a unit randomly. So you had 2 RNG factors in the old system. But now you have even more RNG system. And it's hurting the game even more. You can't tell your commander what to attack. They just randomly select enemy units, commanders, whatever. Holy shit. Why would I want to lose control? Why would I think it's a good idea? It's a bad idea. I want my Isildur standing separately on the battlefield and also Gil-galad separately on the battlefield, because that way I get to decide if I want my Gil-galad to attack on Isildur's attack and vice versa. Please explain to me how this functions. Like, I have one main commander being Isildur right now in this legion, and then Gil-galad is leading one cohort. Who is Gil-galad supposed to attack? It is unnecessarily complex. It's too complicated this way. And because it is too complicated, it is taking away of control. And we didn't have a lot of control. Remember, units in the old system are already selecting their targets on a random nature. Just like commanders. Unless you have some special abilities like the Dunedains always targeting ranged units. That is the only control we had. Oh my god, this... Okay. Let me say it like this. I am 100% not ready to forgive the formation system. I think the formation system, along with the new items, are the biggest sins the game devs have committed. The biggest sins. I already explained why the formation system is garbage. It is a scam. It is a no-go. I already described the items. That too is the biggest scam. Formation system and items are the biggest scam here. Next one is, like, we demanded commander skill buffs, nerfs, maybe reworks, but they reworked it to an extent, like abilities like Hunt Down, that no longer synergize with the items you were hunting, which destroys the purpose, right? That too is unforgivable. So, formation system, unforgivable. Item changes, unforgivable. Commander skills that have been altered to such an extent that skills such as Hunt Down no longer exist, that too is unforgivable, because we collected our gear in regards to how they synergize with the skill sets the commanders have in the old system. That is the link, which is making it a scam. Completely different games. I am not ready to accept this change. And the only change that may be worth testing is the energy consumption test. That's the only thing. Because we play this game, you have to play this game very actively, or else you fall behind. And it's giving you a burnout because you have to invest a lot of time into it. The energy consumption system here is trying, at least. It is trying without scamming us, okay? That's the only point I'm willing to try out, but not the other points. I'm so done with this. Let's go back to the good old system. Guys, Ombra, Iju, I really love that you put work and effort into it. We all have our own rights, right? We all have our own opinion to these things. What I tend to do is, whenever I play a game or watch a movie, I give it a shot. I say to myself, alright, for the next 5 to 15 minutes, if this game can't convince me how fun it is, or how fun the series is I'm looking, I'm not going to continue watching. You have 5 to 15 minutes to convince me that this is fun. When I first started Rise to War, it immediately caught my attention. It was so much fun that it convinced me from the first minute. That is quality. That is conviction. That is how you convince the player of your product. But PvE shit didn't have that element of convicting me. I've given it a shot for 1 week. 1 week I've tried the new system, and I always felt like it is a chore. I always felt like it isn't fun. How does this happen? It's a completely different game. That's how it's happened. At this point, I'm just so tired, man. I'm just so tired of fighting back. Like, seriously, I am at a point where I say, let them come with the PvE stuff. Let them destroy their own game. Let us return to our old real life. And become Bitcoin millionaires, because right now, all of our Bitcoin attention is going into this game. For nothing! Our future has been taken away if PvE goes live. And instead of doing this PvE shit, what about the changes we truly need? Remember the good events we received, like the gardening event? Remember good rewarding events? Like where they seriously didn't try to screw us over, they truly gave us like good items in return. Remember when we received new commanders on a regular basis? Remember when we had some good systems in Season 1 and Season 2 where you could trade, what was it, like you could go to this guy, and there was an option where you could trade unnecessary gear, was it? In return for vouchers? What was it? Like there was something that was really good in Season 1 and 2. They removed it because they thought, hey, that's not a good way for us to earn money. It may be fair for the player, it may be good player experience, but it's not earning us enough money. And then they removed that system. Please help me remember what it was. But they could implement that back into the game, but no. The gear scraping system, exactly, Iju. But no. Oh boy. Where is that system? They could just go over to commanders. They could just nerf or buff some commanders who are not in the meta, right? It's easy. It's not that hard. Instead of bringing us a complete overhaul. So, Dwalin, we already had some big nerfs in the past. Let me summarize some Dwarven Commander nerfs. Dwarven Commanders with Hunt Down, Whirlwind, all in were very strong. They had to do something against it. They did it by removing skill order, like certain skill order. Your active skills such as Whirlwind and All In can no longer go in before Hunt Down, because that combination was too strong. Before, you could first proc your Hunt Down on a target and then follow up with Whirlwind and All In. But then they nerfed it. They said, you know what, that is too strong. We can't have that happening. First, we want all of your active skills go in, like Whirlwind, All In. No, they have these cooldown timers. Those skills need to go in first, and then you are allowed to have your Hunt Down buff. So they nerfed and buffed stuff like this. It's okay, it happened, it's okay. But at least they tried to fix the meta. Dwalin was dominating because of this skill order. And they didn't even let us know. We had to read in the reports and find it out by experimenting and finding it out the hard way. We didn't get a description about this. But at least it wasn't the new skill update, right? The skills we have right now in the PvE have completely destroyed the system. You no longer have Hunt Down! Gosh! They have to do, oh Iju, yeah. Some big decision maker is thinking they are doing the right call. I hate it. And the best way of hurting that one CEO sitting in his chair, swimming in his money, is, guys, please, don't spend any money into the game. That is the best way of letting them know that they are going into the wrong direction. Do not give your money to them. That is the only language they understand. Look at Bobby Kotick at World of Warcraft Blizzard. He learned it the hard way. He was forced to create the add-on Dragonflight in its current state. And players are enjoying World of Warcraft once more because of it. Once I knew that PvE is going to come, I stopped spending. Our world is crumbling away under our feet because some stupid decision makers don't know what gaming is, don't understand what the essence of gaming is. Ombra, I feel you, mate. That is totally true. So Ombra says, the problem is that statistically speaking, we are not relevant if they are opening up the Asian market. Man, this system is so much more fun and superior to the new system. Yeah. Statistically speaking, we are a small force. Small enough, it seems, that they don't take us seriously. Gosh, it really hurts to depart from this game. It may come to that. And we got a extra gold. You know what hurts even more? Knowing that all of these changes may come true with a probability of, let's say, 99%, and still enjoying the last moments of it. Like right now, it feels like I have a son. That son has cancer, and we are enjoying the last time together. But the inevitable end will come, right? You're just enjoying the last days. And I'm also asking myself, man, why am I keep playing this game if the future of it is already more or less decided? And Ombra says it. Let me read it. Even if we convinced around 10k people or more not to spend, we would still be irrelevant. That patch is gonna be live 100%. That hurts a lot, man. And guys, please, listen. If for any reason the game devs decide to make two versions of this game, being classic and retail, do not be deceived when they, like in World of Warcraft, decide to do that, because in World of Warcraft they already have retail and classic, but classic never receives an update. It is fixed content that's no longer going forward. You will never receive new commanders. They need to make sure that their version of the classic Rise to War will receive regular updates. Only then are we happy. Because a game that doesn't receive updates is pretty much a dying game. I think we're getting closer to the end. Like, I've already complained about so many points, and creating a classic version of this game is a good direction, but let me ask it like this. Would you be willing to continue playing the classic version of this game without receiving any updates whatsoever? I myself, I wouldn't. Because for me, that is just a cheap way of deceiving us. That is the cheapest way of the game devs or the decision makers of not putting any effort into the game, but still continuing earning money. I would probably stop playing the game if there isn't any regular updates for the game. Or let me say it like this. I would probably max out every commander who I am interested in playing, right? But once I am maxed out, like respect level 25, best in slot gear, max refined, once after I have reached that golden sweet spot, I have basically finished the game. And then I would definitely stop playing the game, which is why I am demanding regular updates, even for the classic version of the game. Ah, Mongol Arbalest. Unlike the decision makers, you are so kind to me. You just die whenever I request. Why can't the decision makers be a bit like you? You know, like this report. I sweep you, you just agree. So having a classic version of this game without updates is still a fallback plan, which we can enjoy to an extent. So okay, you know what, guys? Okay, I agree with you. Having a classic version without updates is at least a fallback plan. It's at least not killing us and we can somehow enjoy it. It's not ideal, which is why we call it fallback plan, but at least we preserve what we experienced so far. So would you consider it a win if we manage to preserve the classic version of this game without any updates? This is my question to you guys. Would you consider that a win for us? Preserving the classic game without any updates. Without any future updates. I would consider literally anything past them, increasing the energy cap to win at this point. I have no hope. Maluk? I have no hope. That speaks volumes. It has already reached that point. Gosh. At one side, I want to laugh. But at the other side, I'm ready to cry. I'm ready to cry. We are going to lose our beloved game. But we will not go down without a fight. Remember guys, I have left you the link of Jazala. Discord server's name, Ungolian Tower. Click that link. Fight back as much as you can, because maybe, you know, hope. That is our only source we have left now. Let's fight with that hope back. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Let's fight for Lord of the Rings Rise to War. I have given you the weapons. Use the weapons. Azra, out.